The most technologically efficient machine that man has ever invented is the book. A quote by Northrop Frye, a Canadian literary theorist in the 20th century. Most of you probably thought I was going to say something like a computer. Even I'm guilty of thinking like this. Preparing for this speech, I never thought of using anything other than an online source until my dad told me to go to the library. In this day and age, people are so dependent on technology, we don't realize how bad it is. It is even considered a real addiction. Christian Laus Lange, co-winner of the Nobel Prize for Peace in 1921 with Carl Branting, said, "Technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master." According to Dr. Christina Gregory, author of the online article called Internet Addiction Disorder, Signs, Symptoms, and Treatments on psycom.net, updated on May 15, 2018, Dr. Ivan Goldberg was the first to recognize Internet addiction. He theorized it as a disorder in 1995. He even compared it to a pathological gambling addiction. According to Dr. Rosalind Carson Duet, writer of the online article called What is Internet Addiction?, updated on October 6, 2015 on everydayhealth.com, it is defined as a psychological disorder that when someone spends so much time on a computer, it affects their health, finances, jobs, or relationships. According to Dr. Larry D. Rosen, author of the book I Disorder, Understanding Our Obsession with Technology and Overcoming Its Hold on Us, published in 2013, many people become addicted to the internet because they use it as a way to create an intense, pleasurable stimulus. According to Dr. Rosalind Carson Duet, who I have cited before, these addictive behaviors produce dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter that helps send signals to the brain to create a pleasurable experience. According to Dr. Christina Gregory, who I have cited before, anywhere from 8.2 to 38% of the population is affected by internet addiction, and that's of just the people who have internet. According to Dr. Larry D. Rosen, who I have cited before, addicts can spend anywhere from 40 to 80 hours per week on the internet. A study in South Korea in 2013 showed that 680,000 people from ages 10 to 19 were addicted to the internet. According to Dr. Christina Gregory, who I have studied before, there are many emotional and physical symptoms that come with internet addiction. Emotional ones being depression, anxiety, procrastination, and having no sense of time. Physical ones including headaches, poor nutrition, and vision problems. According to Dr. Rosalind Carson Duet, it's also jeopardizing people's lives. Having internet addiction increases the risk of losing an education, a relationship, a job, and more. Some people even lie to their family because they can't, or their therapist because they can't admit how addicted they are to the internet. Now that I've talked about why internet addiction is such a problem, I'm going to talk about what we can do to help. According to Joanne Schvoss and Bernadetta Lonig-Culetta, authors of the book Gambling and Internet Addictions, Epidemiology and Treatment, published in 2016, therapy is one of the best ways to treat internet addiction. Having therapy can help patients to discover that they have another mental illness, which is very common to have a mental illness and internet addiction, the most common ones being anxiety or depression. According to Dr. Christina Gregory, people need to realize that they are addicted to the internet. Otherwise, they won't be able to ask for help and they can't get better. Just because you spend a lot of time on the internet does not necessarily mean you are addicted. Unless it's affecting your daily life, you need to ask for help. According to Dr. Nicholas Cardes, author of the book Glow Kids, How Screen Addiction is Hijacking Our Kids and How to Break the Trance, published in 2017, another way, along with therapy, to help with internet addiction is trying to limit your time online. If you use multiple hours a day, try to cut it down to only 1 hour a day, but don't try cutting it out completely because that won't help. The solutions to internet addiction are not difficult, but because technology and the internet are everywhere, we can't completely get rid of the addiction, but recognizing it is a huge step in helping. Some people may not agree with doing therapy as a way to treat internet addiction. Having therapy or knowing that you need it is sometimes hard to admit for someone to admit to themselves or to others. But when they see that it's changing the lives of their lives or their friends or family for the better, they should be able to support therapy as a way of treatment for internet addiction. Today I've talked about why internet addiction is such a big problem and what we can do to help. Now you know it's more complex than just being able to put down your phone and how bad of a disease it is. Technology is a useful servant, but don't let it become your master. Start picking up a book instead of a phone.